folks, how are you? This is Jim Miner, your South Scottsdale Realtor, bringing you the week-ending Cromford report prepared by Michael Orr from Arizona State University. Hey, let's take a look and see what Michael's brought us for this week. Yeah, he always brings us such good stuff, and it's very much appreciated, and particularly if you incorporate it into your decision-making on whether you're buying a property or if you're selling a property. Let's go right up to the meat and potatoes of this, as we say. If you get up here, and you see he is listed right here where we are at this time of the year versus last year at this time, and it's kind of interesting. You've got your active listings, they're up. You've got your active listings including UCB, they're up 48.7%. Pending listings, they're down. Under contract, they're down. Monthly sales, they're down. Monthly average sales price per square foot is up. Why is that? Well, remember what we talked about the last several weeks is that there's been a real big, strong bunch of sales in the real high-end markets, $2 million plus and up. So that skews the index. And then the monthly median sales price is up. That goes along with what I just stated. So you folks can read the rest of this. But the real crux of this, let's see, we've got supply going up. We've got the number of buyers going down. Hey, folks, what does that say? That says buyer's market. Okay? Okay. But remember, buyer's market doesn't mean across the board. There are going to be pockets. I'll give you one of the pockets. It's doing very well, South Scottsdale. But you can get out there on the periphery, and man, I'm telling you, it's weak. You got to give some concessions if you're a seller. If you're saying, no, my home's nicer than everybody else's, it may be. But you know what the appraiser's going to say? No, it's not. And that hurts you, and the deal goes south. Okay, so incorporate this into your decision-making process. These markets don't turn on a dime. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're pricing your home or when you're looking to buy a home. Hey, let's go on up here and take a look, as we always do, at the dashboard. See what it's telling us. Kind of always like looking at this, the dashboard, you know. I think this is kind of cool myself. Hey, let's take a look at the Cromford Index. Well, kind of flat, I'd say, wouldn't you? Yeah, sure. And let's take a look at demand. That's not flat. That is gently sloping downwards, and it's kind of started to make this downward move. As we can see, it's 80.7, starting to flirt with going back into the 70s. Remember, for those of you just starting to watch this, 100 is your baseline. Below that is a buyer's market. Above that is a seller's market. Just got to put things in perspective for you. The same time last year, this index, which is 86.4, that was 162. That's a pretty big swing, folks. Hey, let's take a look at the supply. Supply, once again, as I said, you don't need a fancy East Coast education to figure out this line is down. That's the supply. Okay, we've got supply going down. We've got demand easing down. Okay, almost in sync here, folks. Weak market. But I'm telling you, if I was a buyer, I would be looking at this market real seriously. If I'm a seller, it's real easy. I'm just going to price at the market. I'm not going to say, I'm going to price up above the market and wait for that person to come to me. You know what? They may come to you, and they love your house, and you love them for loving your house. And then the appraiser comes over from the lender, and he says, it's only worth this. And you go, you know what? I don't love you, Mr. Appraiser. As a result, the deal goes south, or some serious concessions will be made. Okay, let's take a look down here. We always take a look at pending listings. You can kind of figure out where the slope of this is going down. Okay, and we're down about 25, 26% right now. And let's look at list price per square foot. Holy smokes, 35.9% is the gap. This is where everything is going pending and selling, and this is where sellers are asking for prices of their home. That's a pretty big gap, folks. Okay, keep that in mind. And let's go on down to days on market. I wouldn't say we've had a radical change here. Basically, we're kind of hovering around in that 82, 83, 84 day range. Okay, and that's above the norm, but it's not grossly out of sync with everything else. Okay, so that's your dashboard for this week. As I tell you, what do we got going here? Okay, we got this going. If you're a buyer and you're buying on the periphery, what's the periphery, Jim? Oh, Buckeye, Queens Creek, Santan Valley, South, Chandler, Maricopa. That's the periphery. Okay, if you're a seller, you're going to have to make some concessions. If you're a buyer, ask for them. Equally as well, when you get into Phoenix, you get into Arcadia, you get into South Scottsdale. Folks, they're not giving concessions there because the market's still holding up pretty good for them. Okay, so as you move in toward the city, those concessions will shrink, and the sellers will be able to get a price at market value. Okay, and would I be a buyer now? You betcha I'd be a buyer. You know why? Because if I'm renting, I'm probably renting at, say, $1,400 a month. I can get that same house for probably about $800 a month. And I'll tell you what, you call my friend Mark Taylor at AmeriFirst Financial. I love this man because he's so good with my clients. He's so good. You touch base with him, and lo and behold, if there's a loan package out there that works for you, he'll find it. Okay, anyway, hey folks, thanks very much for watching. Have a nice week, and boy, keep that AC running, and I will see you next weekend. Okay, thanks very much. And this is Jim Miner, your South Scottsdale Realtor, and I'll talk to you later.